Here we are back at it again with another Bitcoin market update. This time we are up quite a bit. So to give an update, I was like, okay, this is a low, this is a low, this is a low, this is the high that I was kind of expecting, and I took a trade from here to the top here, which was the target, and it hit. I actually got faked out a little bit though. When it came here and then came back down, I actually ended up taking out here. So that was highly unfortunate because I kind of thought that maybe we would end up trading in this area, but we're actually popping up. So now that we're popping up on this weekly frame, it's pretty important because one, we had a close here, but there's this high that was marked here, and it's very important because it's like the bottom of here, right? If we break up here, then it's a possibility that we'll basically retest the bottoms here. So if we break 75, right, and we have clear closes in here, I think that we're very easily going to go to 80. And that's basically the trade that I'm currently taking right now. Like, I'm really thinking that it's a clear possibility that we might go up around 8% from here, have a little 8% week or so, in order to test these bottoms here before continuing with our bear flag, before retesting these lows here. Now that's the scary part, right? Is that the low is at this point almost 20% away. We got 18% away, and then once we get up here, then the low will be 25% away. So that's the fear. But just to go straight into my trades, I can go ahead and say what kind of happened here. So right here, I saw that it was kind of breaking above. I was like, okay, maybe this is going to be an orb. And what I mean by orb is that on the weekly frame, the previous week high is literally 73,906 73,968, and so it's basically at around 74, and so we're basically right where we're sitting right now is where the previous high is. And usually when you break above the previous week's highs, then you can normally expect that we're going to continue in that direction for some time. Just like for this, I was like, okay, well, this is a possibility of being a green candle. If it's going up, then what's the target? Well, the top of the previous candle, which is exactly what happened. So here we are again trying to break above this, because if we break above this, then we're likely to see a continuation of this positive green candles on the weekly time frame, which you'll see, right? We got a solid 10% when you get a solid green candle in the weekly time frame. So that's exactly what I'm going for here. Though it's not the greatest because I've kind of bought at the top. I was really hoping that we're going to push through. I'm being patient though. We'll see if we make it through this. Basically through this right here, we're seeing a lot of resistance. I continue to buy at these levels up here because I keep thinking that maybe we're going to push through this, which I still think that it's a high possibility. This is a scalp, which is a lot less. It's not what I normally do. Normally, I would buy at a low here and just sell up here, which actually would have been a cool trade to take. Just getting a solid 1%, just over and over. This was 1%, and then came back 1%, hit it again 1%. So this would be a solid 4% trade that could have been taken. But yeah, here I am. With my long position, we're currently down like 0.5% or so, something like that. Yeah, 0.5%. So we're looking for the hopefully inevitable break above this to break into the 75, 76, 77, um, all the way to 80 before taking a little bit of a short from there. But if not, maybe we'll get the fake out, and then if this goes the wrong way, then right, we are looking at going all the way back down to these levels here, which is where I have my. This is where I would really want to buy, and then the stop loss here. Um, I'll put around here. I'm a little bit skeptical about it because I actually took a short. I believe I took a short around these areas. This might have been my profit. Yeah, this is profit. I think one of these bottom ones here is like a loss of like, yeah, $30. Because I had put a long and then this came back. Um, and and we ended up kind of like round tripping. So, putting a stop loss here. Actually, no, it was more like, I think it was more here actually. I had bought and then I actually had a stop loss somewhere. I think one of these was a sell. Yeah, another $33 because I had bought and then I put my stop loss, I believe, right here, like right here, and that's exactly where it came back to before popping back up. So it's like I'm a little bit wary to put another stop loss down here, just in case we come back, retest here, and then continue. Like if we're gonna have a real pattern that we trade up here. Um, but I think it's pretty safe to put a stop loss like right down here at 72, which I'll go ahead and put in here. Yeah, so this is it's going okay. Yeah, 180, tough. I'll definitely be taking out a lot more. Um, and again, this is like right um, I could see it reversing, like trading in this area for a while before we have a massive breakup. So we'll see. If my position is just not a good position and we don't end up pushing above, then um, we'll see. This should be able to be seen within this day, right? Because we just started. And look, this is let me see the week frame. Yeah, we're really in the beginning. Like this is the first day of the week, so we should be able to see and within the next day or so if this is really going to push up. Also, in other news, Ethereum versus Bitcoin is actually doing quite well. I believe this is Ethereum versus Bitcoin here in the monthly frame, and yeah, we have like a solid 7% on Bitcoin right now for Ethereum. So yeah, my Ethereum long is going pretty well, and I'm definitely if we get a reversal in Bitcoin, I'll definitely be taking out some Ethereum as well. Slash, I might even take some out right here already, just to get a little bit safer on my play. But Ethereum, this is what we're looking at: is are we really gonna close in here and solidify maybe trading in this range a little bit, coming all the way up to um, 2600 is the idea. Like, are we going to come up to 2600? Or are we going to actually get pushed down and kind of stay in this lower range here? So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. And yeah, I hope your guys' trades are going too. If you guys enjoy this, looking at the charts with me, then feel free to subscribe, like the video, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Peace.